Yeah, the 76ers are absolutely trolling at this point. Did I watch the game last night? Did I watch the Sixers game last night? No. I've officially made the decision that I'm not watching these games anymore. They are completely unwatchable. I did put the game on for a couple of seconds, just like I did last time. Last time I put the game on for a couple of seconds, I saw Ricky Council with an ISO at the top of the key, and I said, okay, that's enough of that. I turned it off. This time, I turned the game on in the third quarter, and I saw what appeared to be an overweight toddler in a 76ers jersey. And I said, wait a minute. Is that Kyle Lowry? Are the Sixers playing Kyle Lowry in one of these games? I just said yesterday the 76ers would tank more efficiently if they just played Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon. I didn't know they were actually going to do it. I fucking predicted it. I thought with this season being over and these guys being 47 years old and on the verge of arthritis and maybe a heart attack running up and down the court, that they would just sit out the rest of the season. The 76ers played Kyle Lowry in a tank game. And I want to let you know this. What I saw from Kyle Lowry in those couple of minutes that I had the game on was that he was out there intentionally throwing the game. See, I say all the time, players don't care about tanking. Players will never lose the game on purpose. But when I say that, I'm talking about young players who have something to prove. A 39-year-old player who should have been retired already and is only getting on the court and is only on the team because his best friend is the coach is a player who will lose on purpose because him and Nick Nurse are best friends. So Quentin Grimes is balling and all these players, Lonnie Walker was the leading scorer last 2 games ago, and the Sixers are getting into situations where they're saying, hey, we're getting a little bit too close to winning a game. We need an actual tank commander. I called Jeff Doughton Jr. the tank commander before. I called Jalen Hood-Schifino the tank commander before. But it really seems like they said, we need an actual tank commander to take charge of the tank and lead us to a guaranteed loss for the rest of these games. And I'm going to show you what I saw from Kyle Lowry that tells me this. Kyle Lowry was in this game, and in the third quarter, let me go to the third quarter. In the third quarter, Kyle Lowry had a possession where he dribbled the ball in circles for 23 seconds and passed it to Ricky Council with no time on the shot clock. Let me show you. We can't hit. We can't play it. We can't play it because of the because of how YouTube does me with the copyright stuff. Where'd it go? All right, let's make sure we don't play it. Okay, here we go. Kyle Lowry dribbled this ball around in circles for 24 seconds. Look at the shot clock. 4.3 seconds left. I was laughing my ass off. I knew exactly what he was doing. This is when the Sixers had just made another run and had the game within 5 points. Now New York hit a 3. Now it's 8 points. He was put in to intentionally lose. Sixers went on a run and had it down to 5. Kyle Lowry comes in the game, and here's what he does. He dribbled the ball around for a whole shot clock. Look, 4 on the shot clock here after dribbling the ball for almost 20 seconds. Drives in, no intention on shooting the ball with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Dribbles under the rim, 2 on the shot clock. Turns and passes the ball to maybe one of the worst players in a situation like this that you could pass it to. With 0.5 on the shot clock, Ricky Council of all people is forced to put up a one-footed fadeaway. One shoots it off 1 foot with 2 hands because of Kyle Lowry's literal intentional tank play. And then to take the tank even further, the 76ers basically benched Quentin Grimes in the fourth quarter. Quentin Grimes in the third quarter. Let's see. Quentin Grimes in the first half had 20 minutes and he had 8 points. In the third quarter, Quentin Grimes had 12 minutes. He played the entire third quarter and was part of that 76ers run that brought the game within 5 points. He was 3 for 6 from the field. He had 8 points in the third quarter alone. Fourth quarter, Quentin Grimes did not come back in the game until there was 3 minutes and 50 seconds left and the game was clearly out of reach. You just got to hand it to the 76ers. I mean, the Sixers make a run within 5. Insert Kyle Lowry. He starts to intentionally run out the clock without even looking at the rim. They play Quentin Grimes had just played the entire third quarter and the Sixers were within 5. Lowry comes in, tank job. Quentin Grimes sits the entire fourth quarter until the game is out of reach. He goes back in with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. You know, you can rest players, you can make up injuries, you can do all these types of things, and the NBA can't do anything about it. But when you're doing stuff like this, I think the NBA can fine you, bro. How are they not getting investigated for stuff like this is what I want to know. Now, I didn't know Kyle Lowry was playing in this game, and so I went to search for Kyle Lowry's name on Twitter just to see when it was announced that he was playing in this game. Sean Bernard lets us know the Sixers have set the NBA record for most unique lineup combinations in a season with 52. It's also absolutely hilarious that Kyle Lowry is playing in this game. What else? Sam DiGiovanni, when asked about making his return from injury, Kyle Lowry discussed his love and appreciation for basketball and just trying to have fun playing. Said he wants to help the young fringe guys get better and showcase their talent. I love this game at the highest level. Kyle Lowry on how important it is for the younger Sixers to get these reps and minutes. I mean, is it really? Are any of these guys developing by playing in these games? Dembona, maybe a little bit.
This hasn't been the season anybody expected, but how important is it? Really? How important is it for these young guys to be able to get these type of reps, these minutes at the NBA level?
I think the repetition is the one thing you said that can help, these younger guys, just the experience. And at the end of the day, these guys aren't just playing for one team. They're auditioning between our groups, and including our organization. So it gives.
So Kyle Lowry basically just admitted the Sixers are playing a summer league team out there intentionally. These guys are auditioning. Nick Nurse on Kyle Lowry's return to the game. He didn't score, but I thought he played pretty well. Man, shut the fuck up, dude. Stop lying to me, dude. Nick, you've been lying to me the whole season, man. You've been lying to me the whole fucking season, man. Stop lying to me. Does this guy really think does he really think he's getting over on saying the type of shit that he says? Nick Nurse on a Dembona keeping and driving on DHOs. Would love for him to use it a little more often. Well, I saw one that he kept on a DHO, stuck his hip out and got called for an offensive foul. So I don't know if it's working too well. Would love to have him build on it. And the reason is it seems like when he does it, he's at the front of the rim quickly. That's a good take. I've seen a Dembona now plenty of times off the keep on a DHO. Just one dribble to the rim. He's quick. He's athletic as hell. I don't know if Adembona needs to develop a shot or not. We got to talk about that because I talked about the Sixers wanting them to draft that Duke's 7'2" center, but I don't think you could play these two guys together. But I mean, I love Adembona, but I'm taking that dude over him a million times out of a million. But yeah, I saw right through what the 76ers were doing. Kyle Lowry was put in the game to intentionally tank. It's almost over, guys. It's almost over.